Welcome back to the Turo Hustle. Okay, today we're road tripping, and I thought what a better time to go over, hey, what was our best month ever with Turo, okay, ever, and why was I shocked that we didn't make more? Now I'm going to go over some lessons and some reasons with you guys that you're really going to want to know, all right, because in this Turo game, every dime counts. And these lessons we're going to go over today, they could make you or they could break you. So stick around and stay tuned to the Turo Hustle. Okay, so our best month ever was in July of 2025, okay? And we brought in $16,617. And that sounds like a lot, which it is. That's a great month, especially for... at the time, we had 8 cars. We were running 8 cars at that time. You know, that's decent. But it could have been a lot better. And there's some factors that I want to go over with you and make sure you guys are understanding how to get the most out of your Turo fleet, how to get the most amount of revenue while not scaring people off with that price. So the biggest thing you need to understand with Turo is how to price your cars and Turo's dynamic pricing. Right? So with dynamic pricing, Turo's algorithm and pricing takes into effect, you know, what's going on in your area that weekend. Is there a concert? Is there a football game? Are students moving in? Are the ski hills sold out? What's going on and what is driving that price for your car? Now, it can be a little tricky sometimes because, you know, as a tourist that comes to Montana, right, we're a very tourist-driven state, very tourist-driven area. You're going to be booking your trip usually months in advance, right? So, you know, let's say I'm a family, I'm coming to Montana. I'm probably making my plans, which let's say I'm going to be there in July. I want to go to Yellowstone, right? Well, I'm probably going to start booking stuff in February or March or April. So I'm booking months in advance. Now, Turo's dynamic pricing, it takes into effect what it can see into the future from that point, right? So like, let's say in April, it sees that the summer's going to be busy. There's more stuff coming, but it doesn't know that yet. And so, you know, for example, let's say in 2024, our cars were doing roughly $220 a day. Our cars were running for roughly $220 a day on average in July of 2024, right? Now let's fast forward to 2025. Our cars are renting out on average for $140, $150, $160 a day, which is still good, but it's not what it could have been. And the reason that's on us because we didn't understand the dynamic pricing, right? It was very good to us the first year, but we didn't keep our eye on it going into 25, and people had already booked their trips going into the summer of 25. So by the time we had realized it, hey, our trips were getting booked down here when our cars should have been priced up here. And it cost us, you know, and some of the numbers that I'm going to go over with you roughly are what I think we could have done better. And for example, I told you that, you know, in July of 2025, we did $16,617, okay? With 8 cars, we had a cost of $2,189.50. So we netted, our profit for our Turo company was $14,427.50 for the month of July. Now that's a decent month, right? I'm not hating on what we did there. I'm just saying it could have been better, right? Now, if we would have maximize our opportunity in that dynamic pricing and understood the market a little better and how to price our cars, minimum, we would have done 20% better, right? So if we would have increased our revenue by 20%, subtract our cost of $2,189.50 because that's a fixed cost, our net would have been $17,750 for the month of July. And I think that's the bare minimum. That's a lot of money when you start talking about trying to nickel and dime your Turo fleet, and especially when you're trying to capitalize on the months that are most profitable for you in your area. And like I said, it really matters where you're at, where you're located, and what you're doing in the metrics that are going on in your area. So we're going to show you there's a place that you can go and turn dynamic pricing off, and you can actually fill in your own pricing, calculate your own pricing by understanding what's going on in your area better. So that's something we're going to get into. We're going to dive into in another series, and I hope you guys get a lot of information from it, and I hope you understand what you're getting into and understanding. People are booking your trips months in advance, so you need to be looking into the future months in advance for what you want those cars to book out at, so you're not left in the dust with less than what you could have made. So stay tuned to the Turo Hustle, and we're going to show you guys lots of tips, lots of tricks to help you out, and here we go. As always, hey, thanks a bunch for sticking around, supporting us. We are stoked, man. Please subscribe, like, comment, and get notified because we got tons of exciting and fun content coming your way, and we really appreciate everything you guys have done to help us get to this point, and we're going forward and we're shooting up. So stay tuned to the Turo Hustle.